pricing a garden window, it depends a lot on the size and if it's first story, second story, third story installation, that type of stuff. But it's usually twice the price of a regular window, which, like I said earlier, it's an excellent value because you're actually getting 4 windows in one. But it's a little more than double the cost of a regular replacement window. But again, most people love them. It's a specialty window. There's quite a bit more to assembling it, manufacturing it. Definitely a lot more to installing it, because every garden window is a two-man job. There's no one guy just setting a garden window, because they're heavy as heck. And then you got to brace it, support it so that it doesn't sag or fall or pull off the house. Any specialty window, now when we're talking about specialty window, I don't care if you're talking about specialty shape like arch windows, half rounds, quarter rounds, circle windows, those type of things, ovals, or if it's an extension window, bay window, bow window, garden window. They're always going to be more costly than a regular window, because there's so much more involved in the manufacturing of them and then the installation of them. It's just like using a specialty shape window as an example, a half round. So if you take a circle and cut it in half, that's a true half round. But there's a lot of window companies over the years that instead of cutting it in half, they cut, they go a little higher. So now the radius is completely off. So you have to make a template for it. You have to send the template to the factory. They have to hand produce and manufacture it so that it fits right into the opening, because if you come out with a specialty shape window and you try to put it in the opening and it doesn't fit, that's a problem, especially if you tore the other window out. So garden windows are at least, the key answer there is not a two-man, they're at least a two-man window job, because we can make garden windows up to 72 inches wide and 72 inches tall, which is a massive window. And the glass, it's triple glass, it's heavy as heck. In that case, it's a 3 or 4 man job. And then in addition to that, I don't know if you've ever heard of pump jacks or ladder jacks, but there's a lot of times where we have to go up and stage the job. You have to set up scaffolding and ladder jacks and things like that, because 3 or 4 guys can't lift it off the ground. And you think, okay, I have a kitchen sink window here, so it's in your mind ground level. Except when you go outside, the bottom of that window may be 8 foot in the air. Well, guys aren't going to be able to lift that up that high and get it up in the thing, so you have to put, it's considerably more involved. And so that's part of the expense as well, is you have to pay 2 guys, not 1 guy, and then all the extra labor and materials to support and install. I have a few homes, it's not a common thing, but I've been in a home where they put a garden window in their kitchen area. They had a corner where their table was, and it was like a built-in, and they put a garden window to the right of it and to the side, to the end of it, so on, a corner like this. And they did this because they had a built-in breakfast nook or whatever, and by putting the garden window in, it gave them space to put stuff back in there that, they were always moving off the table. And so yeah, I've done it.